I'm Jenny Finch.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thank you for coming in. You can take a seat right there.
Okay.
How was the drive over?
It wasn't too bad. There's a little bit of traffic, but it wasn't too
Yeah,
bad.
hopefully this weather doesn't get any worse.
Yeah, no, I hope not.
Yeah, so would you like me to call you Miss Finch or Jenny?
Jenny is fine.
Okay, great. So Jenny, how about you tell me just a little bit about why you're coming in today?
Well, Johnny is at this middle school, obviously, and he's not been doing very well with his grades, and he's failing some of his classes, and my husband and I we're very concerned about him, and I don't really know what to do, and I don't know how to help him or kind of what I need to be doing because I don't want him failing any of his classes.
Right.
So.
Okay. So before we get started, we'll just cover all our bases. I'm the social worker here at Irving Middle School.
Okay.
So that's why you're meeting with me today. And first we're going to go over a confidentiality policy that we have here at the school.
Okay.
So basically what it says is that anything that is discussed between you and I is just going to be kept completely confidential. And the only reason I would share something with anyone else is if I feel like there's a harm to you or if harm is going to be caused to someone else.
Okay.
But if I'm going to breach confidentiality, I'm going to come to you first and let you know what's the situation, what's going on,
Okay.
and why we're doing that.
All right.
Does that make sense? Do you have any questions about it?
No, that sounds good.
Okay, great. So let's talk about Johnny. Can you just tell me about Johnny? What's he like?
Well, he's in 7th grade here. He's a really smart kid. He's great at home, and he's always done pretty well with his classes. And so I don't really know what's going on. He's having some trouble in his math class and his science class as well. So it's been very concerning for me, and I don't know what to do.
Okay, so these new school issues, it sounds like that's just started happening this year.
Yeah.
Okay. So any major change happening in your life or in his life over the past maybe 6 months to a year?
Well, just last year, his dad got a new job.
Okay.
And at the beginning of the year, he was working normal hours, but he's been working more kind of a little bit late nights, and he hasn't been home as much.
Okay.
But other than that, we haven't really had any changes over the past year.
Okay, well, coming to middle school is in itself a huge change, so that could be contributing to this. So tell me about your husband's involvement in this now that it sounds like he's working longer hours. That might be adding a little stress to the family maybe?
Right. It's been a little hard because obviously I have 2 younger children as well that are in elementary school, and they're all involved in running them to Girl Scouts and Johnny to his basketball games. It's been a little hard. So there's been a little bit of stress on that, but my husband, he loves his job and he's working really hard for the family, so I can't ask him to come home and help out because he's pretty much providing a paycheck.
Right, so it's kind of a tough situation to be in where
Yeah.
you don't want to have him get too involved because he's working so hard at work, but at the same time your kids are a priority too, so we'll figure out what we can do to ease the situation, find some resources. So you said he's having some issues in math class and maybe science, you said. Has he brought these issues to you, or are you finding out about them in different ways?
No, his teachers have been calling home. It's been something that they're a little concerned about too, and obviously he can't be failing his classes, so they've been letting me know, and I've been hearing from them.
So have you talked to Johnny at all about this?
No, I try to talk to him about it, but he doesn't want to talk about it, and he just kind of shuts down a little bit. So that's why I'm so concerned, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help him.
Right. So he's just shutting down. How does that make you feel when he just shuts down when you're trying to talk to him?
It's just hard. I want to know what's going on, and he won't tell me, and I don't know why he's failing, and this could affect him going into high school, and his coaches are starting to get concerned if this is consistent, that he won't be able to play his sports, and so there's a lot going on with if he doesn't pass his classes.
Right. So it sounds like it's just affecting all of his life.
Yeah.
In different aspects. Okay. So he plays sports. It sounds like he's really involved with that. How is his social life outside of school?
He has a couple good friends. He has a group in our neighborhood that he really likes, and they all go to school with him. So those boys, I really like them. So that's been kind of, it's fun to have them around, and he goes over to their house on some of the weekends, and they sometimes come over to our house. So he's got a small group of friends. He's not really outgoing, but he's got a good group of friends.
That's great. Yeah, that's good that he has that support of friendship
Yeah.
in school. And do they go to the same school as him?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, that's really awesome. Has he or have you suggested to him maybe some tutoring services, or are you kind of just at the base level of addressing this issue?
Well, I'm just kind of at the base level. I was hoping that we wouldn't have to go to tutoring and that he would just kind of realize, because I know he's smart enough to do it, I really do, but he's not doing it. And so I was hoping that maybe we could just kind of talk to him, my husband and I, and get him to realize kind of that he needs to start paying attention in class and doing better. But I mean, I guess we might need to get a tutor. I don't really know.
Right, okay. Well, we might have to talk to Johnny about this. You know, we might have to bring him in and just have an open conversation with him. But it sounds like you're confident that he's smart enough that it's not the intelligence that's the issue here, that maybe there's some underlying issues going on. But we can definitely address those, and we have lots of different resources here at Irving Middle School that we can talk about. We can bring your husband in if he also wants to talk. But we are open and willing to have these conversations and to figure out what's going on with Johnny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.